It's water hauling day again, so same thing. I'm gonna empty this thing out and get the 2 totes set up.
Oh.
Okay, there it is, unloaded and strapped in, ready to go. So now all I gotta do is hitch up the car and get going. So let's see, put the card in. Insert card in slot. Okay, I got 28 bucks, key in the volume, 275. Enter, confirm. All the buttons on this thing are messed up, and start. Okay, there it is, it's running. And then just like that, we are pumping water. Okay, Amy and Scout are on the way back. We've got the first load of water. It did not take very long. It only takes about 10 minutes per container to pump the water in, to pump in 275. So it might even be closer to like 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes. Well, at least if tomorrow all hell breaks loose in the world and all of my friends and family come up here, we're at least gonna have all the water we can possibly hold.
Feelings, it's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I.
Just like that, we're pumping full speed. I forgot my hearing protection. I left it in the shipping container. Oh well. It's just about empty. Got the last couple inches, so. Okay, that's it. Now I'm just gonna put it straight into the other one.
Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher.
Let's come up here and let's see just how full it is. It's like 6 inches from this top of this lid. So, yeah, we got really full. Yeah, I'd say it looks like it's up to right here. Yep, I can feel the cold right there. So yeah, the water level's right here. I mean, this tank is absolutely, completely full. Okay, here filling up again. Got the first one dispensing. Looks like it's at 43 of 275. See the water gushing out in there? All right, we got a stowaway. We're going over to Bruce's. I stopped here to get some lunch and feed lunch to the dogs, and homie wanted to come with us, so. Okay, we're over here at Bruce's. So I just need to set up the ladder and take off the lid, get the pump all set up. Here's Bruce's tank. I'll show you all what the inside of one of these things look like. So you can see, hopefully I don't drop the camera, there's a little bit of sediment on the bottom, but there's not very much. There's almost nothing, no debris in this thing. The water's very clean. So this float valve, we bought these tanks used. Me and Bruce got these at the same time. Believe it or not, we got these tanks for $600 each. That's just ridiculous. So anyway, they had put these float valves on. Well, when you get the water level up to here, it actually leaks out. I had the same problem with mine. Mine leaked right here also. So I came up with something to fix this. So I'm gonna go walk back and get the stuff necessary to fix this. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fix this for Bruce, just like I fixed mine. No better time to do it than to do it. So I have a large kit of O-rings. So I grabbed 2 O-rings for this thing, 1 for each side. That'll crush up and sandwich this plastic in between. And then this is made to hook up a garden hose. I did not have a 3/4 inch threaded cap, and I did not have another 3/4 inch 90 or a threaded, any type of a threaded slip joint that I could have glued together. So I did have this piece and a plug. So it plugs it off. You know, it's not the prettiest thing, but it'll work. Once again, I saved myself from having to go to the hardware store. And sometimes, you know, what's right here is easier. It's going to serve the same purpose. And honestly, what does it matter what it looks like? Who's going to be over here looking, you know? And honestly, if somebody that anal retentive shows up on the property here, I guarantee you Bruce won't want them here. I think this is going to work. I got the O-ring is sandwiched in there nicely on both sides. It's nice and tight. That's not going anywhere. See from the inside? That's not going anywhere. I can see the O-ring squished in there. It's not sticking out too far, so let's fill it up and see if it leaks.
Magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't want to show.
Okay, so I took the lid off to show everybody what it looks like when one of these is full. Okay, I'll put the camera inside here. You can see it's full all the way up to this lip right here. If you live in a city, your water comes from a tank. You know, cities don't have elaborate electrical pumps to give you water pressure at your house. It's done by one of those giant water towers. Everybody's got water towers in their town. You mean, that's just the way it works. So think about it. The water you drink, it sits in that tank for a long time. And then it comes through those long rotting pipes in the ground that you get your water through. By the time it gets to your house, it's got all kinds of crap in it, you know? This tank's not made of metal. This tank does not put anything off into the water like a metal tank does. So think about that. Think about how much cleaner the water is here that we bring, even though we have to haul it. Oh, I'm so glad the repair worked out. I'm so glad that it doesn't leak. That's good. Okay, so I'm here now. This is the last thing I'm gonna do with the water. So my neighbor and buddy Bruce bought these used at the same time I bought the other 2 containers that I have, that I gave Aja one of. And we bought all these at the same time, and they were food grade. They had some kind of like food grade vegetable oil or something in them. And anyway, Bruce never cleaned it. Here's one that's empty. He filled one with water when we very first got these, just like I did. And we didn't really clean this thing out completely. And once it filled up with water, the first season in 2020, this thing turned green. I mean, we're talking solid green. And when I came here and looked at this in August of 2020, this thing had long, 1 foot long green strings of algae in it and all kinds of stuff. So let me show you what kind of science experiment this has turned into. So you see those big sheets of white stuff in there that looks like plastic or something? This is the remains of when there was algae in here. I can see oil in the water still. I can see all kinds of funny, funky stuff. So I'm going to clean this thing out real thoroughly. So obviously this water is not going to get used for anything. This water is going to get dumped right here, right now. And then I'm going to load these 2 containers up and I'm going to put them in the trailer and I'm going to haul them over to my yard and clean these things up really good. Let's do it. Here we go. Let's see what kind of garbage comes out with this. And the valve wide open. It takes a while to drain one of these things. Well, my battery's dying, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to record. Go ahead and leave in the comments what you think that white goo crap was in there. That sounds terrible. Leave in the comments. Go ahead and leave something in the comments if you think you know what that was in the water. Pretty scary.